It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. Fast approaching the final hour of the show, but let's press pause right now and focus in, get hyper-focused on a campaign that has had us talking all week, and we love it. Woolworths Beauty is building a confident, beautiful community that believes in beauty, that connects, empowers, and inspires. And earlier this week, they went live with their brand new Instagram page that you can now follow at Woolies Beauty. Just do it right now. Go and have a look. They're also running an inspiring campaign called Beauty is You that we've been discussing all week through various lenses. And here to tell us a bit more about it is someone who's right at the heart, marketing manager for Woolworths Beauty, Matebogo Marayi. Matebogo, welcome to the show. I was just the whole time I've been thinking, because you look exquisite, so well done.
Thank you so much.
There must be so much added pressure on you to make sure that you're on point when it comes to beauty, which in itself begs a lot of questions. Ultimately, what beauty is to the individual. And all of these big campaigns often speak to the trend, speak to the bigger market, speak to the macro. This is very micro. This is about the people. So maybe you can, through your lens, talk to me about Beauty is You. How did this campaign and this different way of looking at this space come about?
Okay, so thank you so much for having me. It is lovely to be in this space at this particular moment. So how Beauty is You came about is that we sat down and we said, what is currently happening within our society when it comes to beauty? Because obviously we are exposed to so many trends. Everything is changing, especially with this era that we're in with social media. You just cannot keep up in terms of what is on trend at the moment. So we sat down and we said, what is beauty actually? What does that mean to South Africa? And that's how the conversation started. And the focus then for us was, we want to expand this and we want South Africans to be part of it. So we started and said, we need to create a conversation. So Beauty is You is about, we need to look within and see what does that look like for us. So beauty could be something different for you, Graham. It's something different for me as well. So we then said, okay, let's bring South Africans and let's make them be able to, you know, speak about what their reality is when it comes to beauty. So that's how basically it started. So we're sparking conversations. We want people to explain their experiences about what beauty is, and obviously to shatter the stereotypes and the standards that society has landed, that this is what beauty looks like. And that's how the campaign actually came about.
And I love it. It's less of a statement and more of a question.
Correct.
And that in itself is so engaging, and it's eliciting a different answer from everyone that we've had this conversation with. And certainly forced us to look at it differently. Like, how do I, as a male in my 40s, consider beauty? What is that? And obviously so much is gatewayed through how I see my children, but that in itself has changed the way that I see myself. Suddenly, you're asking all of these questions that hit a much deeper layer. That being said, you can't pin an entire campaign just on an emotion, just on a feeling. There needs to be a clear message here.
Correct.
And I feel the message. Maybe you can articulate that. What is that message that you want people to get here? What are you trying to drive home?
Okay, so what we're driving home is we want to create a beautiful community. Not a beauty community, a beautiful community. So when you go under our hashtag currently Woolies Beauty, you'll find that South Africans have actually jumped on this wagon where we're talking. So people are talking about how they were bullied when they were at school, how they had scars, how they had to try to conceal that. They're talking about how, you know, people had to look at them in a certain way because they've got blemishes on their skin. So now we're saying own it, because at the end of the day, you're an individual. So the standards of beauty should not dictate to you how you should carry yourself, how you should be. Just be yourself, be you. And that is what we're trying to land. And obviously, as a business, we believe in you can be beautiful with your makeup. You can be beautiful with your skin. You can be beautiful with your fragrance. You can be beautiful with just being you. So just define and just go within and seek and find who you actually are. And that can then speak to what beauty means to you. So that's the key message, basically.
And there is nothing wrong with wanting to achieve an aesthetic goal, because these make you feel better about yourself. But it must be not at the expense of self-acceptance. And I'm so glad that this all seems to distill down to that point. That being said, someone who has considered this from so many different angles and lived within this campaign, what does beauty mean to you personally?
Personally, it means a whole lot of things. You know, I always say, when you feel good and you understand yourself from within, it resonates outside as well. Your aura, your energy, it speaks to you. So for me, I always say this, I always wear my hairstyles in so many different ways. Tomorrow you'll see me with my short natural hair, and then you're like, Matabo, is this still you? Yes, it's still me. You know, and then today I'm totally somebody different. So it's all to do with how you're feeling inside. And just to add there, Graham, we actually worked with our staff members over and above the 100 people that are part of this campaign. So we said we want to work with our staff members at head office, and there's this beautiful concept that we came up with, that in our windows, in some of the elements that you're going to see in store, you will see 15 faces from head office.
Oh,
and this is us saying charity begins at home. We need to empower our employees as much as our customers as Woolworths come first. We also need to look after our customers that actually look after the outside customer, which is our staff members. So they're very excited. They shared so many stories, and the excitement around the office, knowing that we actually brought it home and we said we're using our own people to put them in our stores.
Putting your money where your mouth is, yo.
Correct.
And you do. I think with so many of these marketing campaigns, it's not necessarily walking the talk, but having a good talk.
Correct.
And this feels authentic on every level. You have nailed it. Absolutely love it. I can't wait for the conversation to continue to evolve, as it undoubtedly will, and you can join that conversation. Just follow @Woolies Beauty on Instagram. There is so much inspiration there and some incredible 100 amazing ambassadors, including some amazing Woolies staff as well. You can shop all of your beauty needs at Woolworths Beauty in-store, online, of course, using their amazing app. And remember, you can still enter our #WooliesBeauty giveaway, where we are giving you the chance to win a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card. All you have to do is head on over to the Woolies competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages and tell us this. What advice would you give your younger self? Oh, chew on that one for a little while. Don't forget to include #WooliesBeauty and follow @WooliesBeauty on Insta. And then that competition will close at midnight on the 14th of April. So you don't have a lot of time. Get on it. You can find the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. My dear, you're amazing. Your team have knocked this one out of the park. Well done.
Thank you so much, Graham. Appreciate it.